Hey everyone, today we're chatting about the gut-brain connection and how the health of your gut can dictate your moods, your brain function, your immune system, and so much more. So stay tuned. If you're new to the Healthful Pursuit channel, welcome! You should subscribe to my channel. You can do so with the big button down below, and if you're watching this on healthfulpursuit.com, there's a link that says subscribe to my YouTube channel, so you should do that. And before we get started, I wrote a book last year. It's called The Keto Diet. It ended up being an international bestseller. I've gone on tour 3 times, and we're making it a 4th. So you can go to ketodietbook.com/tour to look at all the dates, all the times, all the locations. Pick one that's right for you, and we're going to hang out for a couple of hours. I'll answer your keto questions. I'll sign your book if you have a copy. If you don't, you can always buy one there or not. Just come hang out. I can sign a piece of paper for you or not or whatever. We can take selfies. It's always a good time. I really love it. And thanks for supporting the book, because without you guys, I wouldn't be able to go on tour. And I really love being on tour and getting to meet more of you. Okay, on to the bulk of this conversation, which is the gut. And when our gut is imbalanced, we're going to have issues with our brain function overall. Our moods are going to be different. Our hormones may even be affected. And this is really the point I want you to take home, is like, if your gut is imbalanced, your brain and your moods will be imbalanced too. They're very closely connected. So here are a couple of tidbits on the connection between your gut and your brain. And I'm going to be saying a lot of different things, which I'll include studies down below this video. 25% of the energy that we consume on a daily basis goes straight to the brain. So that tells us that the brain requires the gut to function optimally. Otherwise, if the gut isn't soaking up the nutrients that it needs to in the right way, or it's not digesting things properly, then our brain is going to be impacted because it's not going to get the nutrients it needs because the gut isn't functioning properly. We get a lot of this energy from the food that we're eating, and if we're not eating the right foods, our brain is going to be affected. Or if we're eating the right foods but our body's not digesting it properly and our gut isn't optimal, our brain's not getting the proper nutrients because it's not getting what the gut should be doing. The next piece of this conversation on how the gut and the brain are connected is that the gut is actually part of the emotional limbic system. So this means that if the gut has something that it doesn't like, let's say you're sensitive to garlic and it makes you bloat, then that signal will be sent to the brain and it will display in certain emotional pieces. Same thing as if you have a negative thought. Say you hang out with your family and they're a horrible family and you feel really unhappy and depressed. Chances are it will impact the foods that you choose, how your gut feels. The other piece to the gut-brain connection is your microbiota. If you have anxiety or you deal with stress often, the bacteria in your body will be different than those that don't deal with stress and anxiety. So your microbiota, think of your microbiota as all these little bugs in your body doing the right things for your body. And if you're stressed, you're going to have certain bugs in excess and certain bugs that are depleted because of that stressful state. And if that continues, the health of your gut will actually be different and probably more impaired than somebody who doesn't deal with stress, because that certain bacteria will be more imbalanced than those people that deal with stress. And this goes for things like depression, ADD, anxiety, brain development, and so much more. So it's actually those environmental states, and that's where we get into like DNA testing and stuff, how environmental factors can affect your DNA, just like environmental factors can affect the way your microbiota throughout your entire body expresses. Either it's too high or too low, depending on the stresses or environmental factors that you have going on in your life. So you might be thinking, okay, Leanne, I want to look at my gut. What do I do now? There are a couple of things you can do. The first off is probiotics. I'll include a link down below to my favorite probiotic. I also did a video a couple of months ago where I chatted about gut healing and using bone broth. So I'll include a link down below and to the corners where you can read about how to use bone broth and why you would want to use bone broth to heal your gut. Bone broth is a fabulous way to support the gut. It has tons of nutrients. It's really easy to incorporate. If you want to make your own, good on ya. I hate doing it, so I purchased Kettle and Fire. So if you go to kettleandfire.com/healthfulpursuit, I'll include a link down below. You can get upwards of 28% off your Kettle and Fire order. So that's an awesome win in my books. Okay, another resource you can check out if you really want to heal your gut and get going on this is the 7 keto foods to help heal your gut video that I made a couple of months ago. I'll include a link up here and also down below where you can watch that video. So Hopefully it's a little bit clearer on why your gut and your brain are important to the functioning of your overall body and how they're so intertwined. 3 awesome things you can do right now. The first is subscribe to my channel. I'll include a link down below if you're watching this on my website at healthfulpursuit.com, or if you're watching this on YouTube, there's a big subscribe button right there. You can't miss it. The second one is you can grab the keto bundle, which goes through all the ins and outs of not only starting the ketogenic diet, but making the ketogenic diet a lifelong practice, which also includes a bunch of gut healing protocols and steps beyond what I've shared on YouTube. And I'll include a link up here and down below so you can grab that. It has over 60 days of step-by-step instruction. And the third awesome thing that you can do right now is grab the mini guide for this video. I'll include a link up here and also down below. Once you get to my website, just scroll down, find the big pink button, you enter in your details, and you get the full guide for everything that I shared today, including links and a couple of extra ideas that I didn't share in the video. So, with that said, I hope you have a better sense of gut healing and the connection, and I'm really looking forward to chatting with you in the comments. I'll see you later. Bye!